The last race before the summer break is taking us to Spa, and once again the teams are bringing crucial updates. The Hungarian Grand Prix was thrilling, with Oscar Piastri grabbing his first F1 victory as McLaren secured a 1-2 finish, proving they had the fastest car. Hamilton celebrated his 200th podium, highlighting the W15's better performance on rear-limited circuits in the hot weather. Red Bull is having trouble squeezing more out of the RB20 despite big upgrades, while Ferrari is making small improvements. To keep the competition fierce, many teams are coming with significant upgrades, and we're here to share all the details about these upgrades, from Mercedes and Ferrari to Aston Martin and Williams. Let's kick off this video with Williams. The team from Grove is set to bring a major upgrade package to Spa. They've been talking a lot about upgrades this season, but have lagged behind since their last update in Monaco. At Silverstone, they had a good run with Albon finishing in 9th place and Sargent in 11th. However, they struggled in Hungary, especially in the medium-speed corners of Budapest. This indicates that their car performs well in high-speed corners, but still needs more downforce for slower sections. To address this, Williams has planned upgrades for Spa, confirmed by James Vowles. These improvements aim to add effective downforce to boost cornering performance while keeping the car's aerodynamic efficiency intact. This upgrade will also boost the team's chances at Spa, where finding a balance between downforce and drag is crucial. Now let's look at Aston Martin. Last week in Hungary, the Silverstone squad rolled out a major upgrade package, making 7 key adjustments according to their upgrade document. Analysing the data from the Hungarian GP, it's clear the team did make headway with these changes, as Stroll and Alonso confirmed. Although their race pace didn't show much improvement, their single lap speed was notably strong. As we've discussed before, Aston Martin has a B-spec upgrade planned for the AMR24. Sources close to the team reveal that only half of this package was introduced in Hungary. The team made major changes to the underfloor and tweaked the aerodynamics of the halo and diffuser. Technical director Dan Fallows mentioned that the latest upgrades are focused on making the car easier to drive rather than boosting its aerodynamics. Ever since the team introduced changes in Imola, the Aston car has struggled with handling issues, forcing them to mix and match parts just to get it to a manageable state. So the updates for Hungary were mainly to fix these problems, and it looks like they've made good progress. However, the AMR24 still faces faster rear tyre wear and loses a lot of grip on slow-speed corners, which used to be its strong suit. As they head to Spa this week, the team has planned the second part of its B-spec improvements to tackle these issues and enhance the car's aero performance. Trusted sources say this will include a major redesign of the side pods, a change that the team has discussed openly. This upgrade is critical for Aston Martin. A successful improvement here will help steer their future development path. Let's dive into Red Bull's recent upgrades. The Hungarian Grand Prix was challenging for both Red Bull and Max Verstappen. The championship frontrunner ended up 5th, unable to pass Hamilton's Mercedes, while Sergio Perez climbed to 7th after another shaky qualifying round. In Budapest, the team rolled out major upgrades for the RB20, including a new front wing design and an overhauled engine cover, supposedly optimised for high downforce. According to Verstappen, this was the team's most extensive upgrade package of the season, and it was only installed on his car. Despite the hype, we didn't see a huge leap in performance over the weekend, except for some noticeable gains in straight-line speed. The RB20 had difficulty in the circuit's second sector, where navigating the curbs is key, indicating this might be a fundamental flaw. Red Bull's struggles to get the performance they wanted from their upgrades has really ramped up the pressure from Verstappen on his team. This situation has also ignited a thrilling three-way battle between Red Bull, McLaren and Mercedes. Verstappen shared that his heavily upgraded RB20 was overly sensitive and sluggish, noting that the updates introduced in Budapest didn't bring any noticeable improvements. Heading to Spa, Red Bull will be switching back to their usual RB20 low downforce setup to better suit the track. Despite the challenges, the RB20 still has strong aero capabilities, making them the favourites to win the Belgian Grand Prix. Turning our attention to Mercedes, the Hungarian Grand Prix was another successful outing for the Silver Arrows. The team rolled out a performance boost in Hungary by tweaking the rear corner deflector to cut down flow losses and boost rear downforce across various ride heights. The results were promising. Hamilton successfully defended against two Ferraris and Max Verstappen's Red Bull to secure his 200th podium finish. Meanwhile, Russell bounced back from his qualifying mistakes to finish in a respectable 8th place. Hungary's track, known for being tough on the rear tyres and sweltering temperatures, isn't a favourite for Mercedes, so getting a podium here was a big deal, according to Toto Wolff. The Brackley-based team had already revealed plans for a double upgrade before the summer break, and it's expected to be a substantial one, per James Allison. Revising the rear deflector is just a small upgrade. We should see more significant changes at Spa. Regarding the W15's aerodynamic design, the core hasn't shifted much throughout the season, apart from some tweaks to the front, rear and beam wings. At the Spa circuit, I expect Mercedes to introduce some noticeable changes to the car's aerodynamics, including bringing back their special Jetta rear wing to suit the track's needs. However, it's worth noting that Spa hasn't been particularly favourable for Mercedes under the current set of rules, so it will be fascinating to see how the W15 performs and what their new tweaks accomplish. Now, let's turn our attention to McLaren. After a stellar performance in Hungary, the Papaya team faces a very different challenge at Spa. The MCL38 has struggled with drag, which could be an issue in Belgium. But McLaren's team principal, Andreas Stella, hinted at some updates designed to tackle these problems. Post-race in Hungary, he suggested there might be changes to the front and rear wings tailored specifically for Spa's low downforce requirements. It will be intriguing to see how these upgrades play out on track. Looking ahead to the Belgian GP, McLaren has been on the upswing since Miami. They now boast the quickest car in Formula One. The MCL38 excels on all tracks and in any conditions, so it will be exciting to see if they can keep up their strong performance at Spa this week. Now, let's talk about Ferrari's upgrades. Ferrari is set to introduce a key update in Belgium aimed at addressing the SF24's high-speed bouncing problems. They brought a modified floor to Hungary, and visually it's noticeable that they smoothed out the rear section. According to drivers Carlos and Charles, this new design has helped reduce bouncing in medium and high-speed corners. The problem hasn't gone away yet, but the team is set to introduce a new front suspension at Spa to solve the high-speed bouncing issue. While the details of this update haven't been revealed, it's expected to play a big role in shaping the future of the SF24 and Project 677. Looking at Ferrari's chances at the Belgian GP, if they can fix the bouncing problem, they have a good shot at landing on the podium. So, with all these upgrades in the mix, are you excited for the Belgian Grand Prix? Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.